is more popular in the NASA region. People are actually going blade mail. Maybe
Okay.
not so much on like an international scale, but
Mm.
Ember Spirit blade mail is what we're seeing picked up. Nature's Prophet blade mail, Queen of Pain blade mail. It's a lot of int heroes or heroes that run in and fight. And so I was thinking maybe like Legion blade mail rush because of that, or like Axe blade mail rush
Okay.
might be good, but I haven't seen it on the traditional offlane blade mail builders, which is funny. It's more of like a damage item. Like instead of building, I don't know, drums or something, people are going blade mail on these mid heroes, which is interesting.
Yeah, certainly. Okay, so we have a couple intriguing picks here with the Earthshaker coming out, and now the Wraith King. Wraith King obviously doesn't care if he's caught, in a certain predicament with the duel, if he has that second life to follow up on. I'm not seeing a whole lot of answers to eliminate the mana pool. There is one more pick on Thunder Predator side if they want to kind of deal with that, but for now it looks like Wraith King shouldn't have too much trouble, matching pacing to the Terrorblade and getting his own bit of farm. And you have bailout options with the Wyvern. Um, as far as like how everything else is positioned, I don't know if that's going to be as clear cut yet. I get this eerie feeling. Have Cloud9 ever run like the four position Ember? Do you know?
Uh, Not that I've seen, but I could see them running that. I could definitely see them running that.
I mean, it's like it's really showing a lot to pick the Ember again and pick it so early. But I guess that's what they did last time too, just to run it back. But I also don't know if that's something that Misery is typically ran a whole lot of. I don't think Pi has certainly played it. But then again, didn't Pi play like a five position Death Prophet?
He did, yeah, he did. So
Was
we could see some weird stuff for sure.
I didn't watch that game. Now, do you think that that was due to like a last minute script flip, or was that something you feel like they went in full intention?
I think it was a last minute thing. I think it
Okay.
was. I think it was that they thought like a particular pick was good, and then Pi was like, "I can play it, guys." That's he's the type of player. He's confident he can play anything, even if maybe it's not so good. He's gonna feel he's definitely a very
Yeah.
confident player. So it's definitely within his character to be like, guys, don't worry, we can fix the draft. I'll just play DP5, but it didn't look good. Maybe with a little bit more of a structured team, maybe give
Hmm.
this team a couple of weeks or something like that, it might look okay, but it was pretty garbage looking.
Yeah. And now with the Darkseer coming out, that kind of answers the question of what the Ember Spirit was going to be. But Darkseer Snake King sounds pretty nice. The Terrorblade probably not going to be super eager about going against Iron Shells in the laning phase, and they have a strong defense to kind of fall back on. It certainly feels like Cloud9 are going for a later, longer game of having options to kind of pull pressure across the map and allow the Wraith King to really farm up. But the last pick comes out from Thunder Predator, and it's a Dazzle.
I think
So
it's a Dazzle off
I
lane.
was going to
This
say,
hero this hero destroys Wraith King in lane. This is one of those new trending offlaners that people are only really picking in pubs when the carry picks first for whatever reason. If you know what carry you're up against,
oh
this
yeah,
hero can demolish. You go for like the Necro Book, the Guardian Greaves, you just have permanent Necros. It's it is
so
very strong.
possibly mid Legion Commander. Frank's on the Dazzle, Leo style Legion Commander. I did witness the
Oh, it's
OG
Misery on Ember.
and Misery on Ember. There's the four position Ember. Okay. All right.
Envy
Wait,
Prophet
Envy
mid?
Prophet Mid. Okay.
Excuse
Okay,
me?
these things have happened. It's not like super crazy. It's just like, flashes of old, Matamba Man mid lane, Nature's Prophet kind of strikes forward. I just said like Seb played mid lane Legion Commander not long ago, but they
Huh.
all are flipping things around to just try to get that more successful laning setup. Uh, Nonetheless, it's still going to be what looks like
It's cool.
Dazzle going
I like
against Wraith King. But what about this possible new mid matchup of Nature's Prophet versus Legion Commander? I don't have too
I
many
am
things to reference on. I don't know how that
Yeah, I'm
goes.
not sure. I'm not sure. I would imagine Legion's probably okay with that. There's not much distance to chase and harass with the trees, and in the small distance of the mid lane, you can just hit the trees as you're kind of running away a little bit. I imagine Legion will probably do fine, but also Nature's Prophet has a lot of damage. Maybe you just out deny the Legion commander.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea who wins that.
Always a fun time with Cloud9 and now with Thunder Predator, as we will get into it here. Of course, our early pause as everything's going to be played out on the US East server. This is a good opportunity because I don't think I gave shoutouts at the beginning. Once again, shoutouts to our sponsor, Monster Energy, providing Monster for us to stay energized and supporting these online events in a time where there's not too many options to go out and have events. We're still blessed to be able to have online Dota. I'm sure a lot of the teams are happy to still, stay practiced and sharp and ready for whatever lies in store for the future of the DPC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You picking up
I'm
when I'm
fueled.
putting down? You picking up when I'm putting down there,
picking it up.
Jenkins?
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm fueled by energy drinks.
Yeah.
I am mad addicted.
I nurse it. I've had the same Java I started the whole show with, and I've been thipping away, just getting that light little tingle going, Jenkins, so that I can stay on my toes when I'm casting. Unfortunately, it means I'm going to probably say some wild stuff, so bear with me. But
wacky and wild. That's
wacky
just
wild
the monster energy way,
So I wanted to do this. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not going to do it. I was going to have to hit too many buttons, and it's glad that we're underway. But, all right, let's get the party started here. Ace takes his business to the Wraith King and to the top lane. Seeing a lot of C9 members head south already. Really intrigued to see Misery's 4-position Ember Spirit and what that means. I know this is not a new thing. Plenty of other teams have been flexing this 4-position Ember Spirit. So, now it's just the time to see Misery's take on it.
Yeah, he's got the Oov. Also, on top of that, he's got an Iron Shell to work with. I imagine this will be a pretty damn strong lane against a Terrorblade who, when he doesn't have Metamorphosis, he's got to be pretty afraid of all the magic damage that's coming out. But I imagine with meta against 2 melee heroes, it will be pretty simple down here.
I hope he's ready for Ion Shells, because Snake King loaded his pockets up with 6 mangoes. My goodness.
Oh, yeah.
That's normal, I guess, is it, with the Darkseer?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you'll rush the Soul Ring. If he's going for 6 mangoes, it means they're going to play pretty aggressive in the first few minutes with those Ion Shells, which I think makes a lot of sense with an Ember Spirit as a position 4. This is a safe build. He's never going to run out of mana. Sometimes you can go for the Soul Ring rush, and then there's this awkward 1 to 2 minute period where you have no mana, and it doesn't feel good.
All right, and Frank's Dazzle to go toe-to-toe with Ace's Wraith King is going to be something to look out for. I haven't seen too much the Dazzle offlane versus Wraith King, but I will take your word for it. It's a painful matchup for him. Dazzle certainly has a toolkit that could be trouble for a melee core like that. And bottom lane already, Misery. Going a bit deep here. Finds himself hit up from that early stroke of fate. But it's interesting. It's not really your typical Inkswell partner here in your Terrorblade. So how good is the kill potential really on Thunder Predator? Or are they going to be playing more on the defensive side of things?
It's surprisingly good with TB, just because TB's got such high base move speed.
Okay.
But it's, like you said, playing defensive in this lane, perfectly viable. You have a Terrorblade. You're cool with playing defensive, and Stroke of Fate is great at doing that. As I say that, Misery's got to be careful.
Well, they know Darkseer's cutting the lane, so they are just taking it to Misery. Like, we know you have no help nearby, and you can't do much with this 2-on-1. So they shove him all the way out. Snake King is going to be the bodyguard for this lane, and Couriers can't even safely make it by. Oh, shout-outs to the guy who has the El Gato. Oh, much respect.
That's a classic right there.
That's a classic. Oh, that Courier, though, is not going to live on. Matthew is doing some lane cutting himself, and he happened to find Paladin's little Courier. Very nice.
Frank is just super cool up here with getting some solo XP. That level 2 in the Poison Touch, much more devastating than the level 1.
Nice little fissure, but Ace does have that Quelling Blade, and will eat his way through the trees on the side. But, yeah, like you said, Frank's Poison Touch is definitely going to be a problem. It's something they have to keep dealing with. He's got the Magic Wand, though, already on Ace. So it's something he can have in his back pocket in case things get really troublesome. And another Courier goes down. Envy manages to snipe. We just catch the back end of that. The Leo Styles Courier who's coming a little too close to the lane, I guess.
Save the animals, man. Why? There's so many animals feeding in this game. That's 3 in 2 minutes.
Okay, bottom. Trouble. MJZ. It's a very awkward position when your Darkseer's doing this, but Misery's confident to go forward, but oh no! Dies right in front of him. Can Snake King at least make it easier? He goes the wrong way. And MJZ is going to be able to make it out. Awkward spot for Snake King. He doesn't have mana for TP. They assume he does.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wow, he's fine. That
He
was
just... I'd say he got away with murder, but he didn't murder anybody. But he did get away from what could have been a
He was
pickle.
a peeping Tom.
For sure. The voyeur, hiding in the corner watching all that dirty action for Ember Spirit. Tough time for Misery. He's got to wait out at the fountain before he can even make it back to the lane. But there he'll finally make his return on top. Bank shot onto Frank. He's going to eat the Fairy Fire just in case. But he's got the creep wave right under his tower. He's got some good XP coming his way, so he's still feeling pretty good. Matthew sidesteps that stun. Not too much.
He's got to be careful. Frank's got to be real careful. Highlight Eyes really looking to snipe him here with the Splinter Blast. He's banging it.
It's very close. Fissures out, but there's the poison. They're a bit of an awkward spot here. So they wait for the creep wave to come in. There's the stun. He feels fair. He wants to turn around. Heals there. Oh, bye. Oh, they both go down. It's Ace getting the kill first. So Pylai does benefit from the XP. It's the Rayfire Blast burning damage, I suppose?
Yeah, and the skeletons. But Matthew gets the kill on Wraith King.
And Snake King at the same moment gets kill bottom lane onto MJZ. He is very low. MNZ is looking around like, where's that pointy-headed son of a gun? Oh, there you are, and there's your courier. Oh, yeah. Free Donkey Courier. Snake King, why do you have the most basic Donkey Courier as well? Okay, well.
Typical off-lane player.
Freaking off-lane players. He does lose the Courier, does make it out with his own life. Misery steps in, and it's a little awkward now. MNZ's happy to take it to him. He's level 4. But Snake King's back now, and they'll get back to where they came from. But top, oh, good call. Jumping up here, it looks like Ace is the one in trouble. Slow, poison, dot, and right clicks. They walk his Majesty all the way down to his own knee.
And he just TP'd back in, so that's 41 seconds on his TP timer. He has to walk.
That's the walk of shame, as they say.
That is sad.
Bottom lane, we're not done with the action yet. MNZ metamorphed up, diving, as taking advantage of Misery. He goes down. Nice grab right there from Cloud9, getting quite frisky onto this Grimstroke Terrorblade. Envy showing up, helping matters. But 5-minute bounty rune. MJZ says it's certainly all worth now, as Misery does end up going down to MNZ on the back. I just can't keep my eyes off this chase on the MJZ. They finally do get him. But Leo Style now steps into the lane. Does he think he can really get Snake King here? He's not level 6 yet. And, well, with that Sprout, there'll be enough space.
Looking good for Thunder Predator with the gold lead right now, actually. Given that chaos that was happening bot.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how much Thunder Predator has, or not Thunder Predator, but Terrorblade in particular has going for him, considering how aggressive Cloud9 have been, and with the creep wave cut, it just seems like he's been making it work with all the last hits under the tower, and with that and Legion Commander winning good CS in the mid lane, looks like he's been beating out Envy a bit. They're pulling ahead in the net worth.
Ace also has pretty good last hits and denies. Yeah, it's decent, but he's just spending all of his resources on regen. He cannot lane against this Dazzle. He's just kind of sitting in trees. He knows that he can't.
Misery in a bit of trouble on the bottom. Ink Swell, but Envy and his ult helps quickly take down the illusion and turn the tide, but Misery is eating a lot of damage from behind, does end up going down. Snake King will get the takedown of MJZ, but not before MJZ gets that little bit of XP. And things are just
keeping bot on Envy.
Super frisky bottom lane as Envy wants to show up. Snake King charging on in. They want to go for this kill on the Terrorblade. He has the Sunder. Envy trying to block behind the trees. He settles for Snake King. Doesn't really give him a whole lot. But here comes Leo Style now, running in like a bat out of hell, gets the duel onto Envy and finishes him off and is awarded the first bit of duel damage this game. And they're not done yet. The silence is there. Snake King does manage to get the surge off. He runs and narrowly makes it out. Oh my God. He just, on the skin of his teeth, makes it away.
Yeah, I feel like this is Darkseer in this patch. Is you're constantly playing on like 20% HP just because Soul Ring costs you so much HP. It feels really rough until you pick up some sort of like headdress or something along those lines, which he is sending out on the courier now. His headdress and a salve.
Oh, yeah, nice. That little bit of regen will be quite favorable for him. Looks like after that, he has plans for the Helm of the Dom. Here comes Envy, back to the bottom lane. Misery charging with a surge. Couldn't quite find MJZ, but
Ooh, that
oh
was a
my
big ol'-
god, that Wrath of Nature! Just smacked him on the head. And
That
they
was
will follow it up with a tower.
That was the very last tick of Wrath of Nature.
Yeah.
That was like the maximum possible damage.
Absolutely had to be, as we see with the huge amount of damage. They will be rewarded with this tier 1 takedown in the bottom lane. Terrorblade nearby, I don't think can offer a whole lot of defense. He's been able to grab up a couple of nice neutral items, picks the Fated Brooch for himself, and also grabs a shovel. And then they decide to go in for the fight as MJZ is here. I think Cloud9 will be able to make their retreat. So nice little bit of gold there. Top lane, what's Frank doing behind this tower? It looks like he's going for a piece of pie. But pie is very elusive, of course, with that flight.
Well, now he's got to be careful though, because he doesn't have the fly up now, so
Yeah.
he can definitely get dove here. And I think you need to dive him too if you're Thunder Predator, because you don't want him just sitting in trees nuking the wave. That's annoying.
Dire's top tower
And
is
he
under
will
So he just
TP out.
runs.
Yeah, yeah.
He knows his place.
Gosh, I switch over to the net worth, and it's looking pretty nice for Thunder Predator there, with Terrorblade, Dazzle, and Legion Commander all sitting at the top. They have got to feel pretty good, as with the duel online, Legion Commander probably going to be looking for more opportunities here. Goes back towards the mid, where Ace has been residing. Oh, they spotted Envy, and they're charging on forward. MNZ on the high ground, waiting for him in full metamorph, just trucks down Envy like he's nothing. And Misery is now way behind enemy lines. He does have a TP. It does look like he will have a place safely to TP out, but Envy, unfortunately, retreating out in a bit of a bad position. Maybe not anticipating the Terrorblade already rotating over from that bottom lane, but, you know, with that top tier 1 going down, they don't really have a whole lot of information on what could be happening in the dark.
Yeah, that is a really nice place for TB to... It's so difficult to fight that hero into a high ground. That's always when it goes so disastrously for you. And Frank, I'm surprised that Frank didn't run over and grab the outpost. Maybe he's just a little bit afraid because of C9's retreat. He has no idea where they could be. Envy, maybe gonna get a courier here? No, never mind.
Yeah, Envy unfortunately has suffered 2 deaths now and is back to the jungle to farm up 3 Null Talismans and a build up into a Deso. I'm not sure if that's more of a split pushy or fight type of build. It does amp his damage certainly, so he could, you know, offer a strong follow-up if they get the chains opening, let's say. But I feel like it's just certainly a team that's going to need a lot more nourishment.
Oh my god, Envy, so annoying. They gotta know he has vision. Matthew draws on the map, and he's like, he's got a ward there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I've never seen this Deso build from Nature's. It's been a very long time since I've seen a Nature's Deso.
Yeah,
So
very
we'll
intriguing.
see how it goes. Maybe with the Wraith King damage, maybe he's kind of just trying to buff up his Wraith King. Maybe he'll go like Deso Medallion, something along those lines. TB is farming. Do they have vision of him? How do they know? Why are they walking up here at him? I feel like this is a hard kill.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if they get him, what are they going to do? I don't think Chains and Ion Shell is going to be enough to finish off this Terrorblade, who would potentially have Sunder. He actually doesn't have mana for Sunder right now.
Oh, God.
He's turning right on to Misery. Oh, Misery bounces back and ends up dying.
I think he might have been trying to do the thing where you remnant in then out instead of out then in. Or
I don't
maybe
play
he's
a whole
trying to
lot
get
of
the
Ember
kill.
myself, but I don't think that is what the intention was there, unfortunately.
I don't know. Was the intention feeding?
I don't think so. They didn't quite, unfortunately, know that. Like the Terrorblade, if they managed to take him down just a little bit more, he might have been finish without the ability to sunder, but unfortunately not the case. It's a feed over that way. I'm scared. You have Frank Dazzle like farming away in this top lane. He's got a Necro level 1 already.
Oh yeah, this is when you pick up in farm speed.
Oh my
By a
goodness. With them finishing off that top tier 1, the whole top of the map is just Thunder Predator's turf. And they can now just continue to bulk up. But Cloud9 not really in a position where they can take the fight to Thunder Predator. I think they just need to farm in their own ways and be cheeky with Envy and split push. I just don't know how far that's going to get them in the long run.
They do have a Wraith King. They have the solid timing of getting that Radiance. That's always a good fight that you can take. So
For sure.
definitely I agree with you. Split up, maybe take some sort of small engagements as opposed to like gigantic team fights. And oh, here we go. This is a small engagement on Matthew. That's an easy kill, you know, compared to the other heroes. But
oh, they got to get him. Okay, nice little change there. Prevents the TP out. Envy on the chase. Snake King's here. But this is 3 of them chasing down a support. Look how long it takes. It's, you know, it's not super fast and easy, but it's a little bit of something.
yeah, if you're Matthew, you're kind of okay with that. This is just what position 4s do. They go to whatever.
Sorry.
Oh. Leo style just being annoying here.
Yeah, confidently charging up to Pi. Pi forced to use the Arctic Burn to step away from potential danger. And now we're seeing a wraparound from Thunder Predator. They know that there's trouble around the corner. And if they can also get to this Wraith King, or at least they're preventing him from farming.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I really like this a lot. It's not necessarily that they think they're going to kill him. It's more so, hey, get out of here. You can't farm here. This is our area. It's just like pushing the enemy team out of an area that they can't be in. And so it's small, subtle, but it's some pretty nice play.
But man, it's Terrorblade right now, who is king of net worth, and with this tier 1 takedown, that's only going to make him that much richer. I mean, Thunder Predator just doing a fantastic job, taking advantage of the momentum they build up from themselves in these laning phase skirmishes and successes. I see Cloud9's theory that they're trying to lay out these lanes, but the execution is a different factor. Oh, big damage. Pi goes down, not before he does turn around and get the ult off. Oh my god, a lot of damage actually. Trouble for MNZ with the Wrath of Nature, but obviously without any other Cloud9 members to come in, it doesn't look like it's going to be too fatal.
Surprisingly, with all of this happening, Thunder Predator ends up with less gold. They have a 1k net worth lead. It was 2k at the start of that, so C9, I know it's a small thing, but C9 has been taking the rest of the map pretty efficiently, honestly.
Yeah, Nature's Prophet, I'm sure, is fantastic at farming very fast and taking advantage of the full bottom lane, the nearby jungle, aces in top jungle, ransacking whatever creeps he can. And they're keeping pace with Thunder Predator, but yeah, Thunder Predator have the objective advantage right now. And with this Terrorblade on this kind of pacing, if they don't bring him down, he could get out of control fast. This is a nice little 3-on-1. They're even going to commit a wall. MNZ forced to dish out the Sunder. Where's the help? Matthew tries to dish out a Fisher, but it's not super effective. But that is effective! Oh my god, that is effective! Beautiful dunk right there. Wipes out Snake King and Misery. And they managed to catch out Envy within the trees. Leo Style scores the triple kill and gets the dual damage. Woo.
All about that blink timing. I totally understand why he was baiting up there like that. That makes a lot of sense. Matthew was saying, hey, go in, take any fight, bait, bait, bait. I have my blink. We will win any fight. Maybe a little late. You would prefer if your Terrorblade survives that, but good God, that was nice either way.
For sure. I did not even know the blink was ready to go. Matthew somehow just scrapped the money together, and hallelujah, he made a hell of a debut there. And Thunder Predator continue to inch their advantage forward. It feels much higher than the net worth shows. As it was 3K, now it's down to 2K. Major credit to Cloud9 farming the rest of the map. Looks like another bit of damage is going to be handed over to Leo Style. But, you know, Thunder Predator are taking names right now.
Yeah, finally Leo Styles got his blink too, so before there wasn't too much fear on the side of C9 because there wasn't a blink on Matthew, there wasn't a blink on Leo Style. Now we have both of them at the exact same timing, so this split pushing style that they've been doing is going to it's going to get more difficult. You have a Legion to worry about coming out and dueling you. and an Echo Slam as well.
And that also puts the Legion Commander now just second to the Terrorblade in terms of net worth, pushing past where the Wraith King is. And I imagine she will continue to be proactive as long as this duel is available. They have great synergy to work with, as she has the bomb lane to kind of farm with. You know, we look to Cloud9 to see what the next call of action is going to be. I see Misery is eyeballing this Roche pit a bit, but I don't know how much advantage, how much significant Roche damage they would be able to do on their team. I imagine it's more of just the worry that Thunder Predator could potentially do it for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. Do they see? They do see Pilot Eye here. They do see him. Matthews in position.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pi. He has to pay the price. Unfortunately, it's handing over more damage each and every time. I understand.
Yeah.
As a support in this game, you're just trying to push lanes out, give a little bit of space so you can get some intel out there. But yeah, he gets caught out each time and is just juicing up Leo style.
Yeah, at this point, Leo style's basically just dueling off cooldown and killing somebody. They caught Envy. He just needs to hold the stun on Matthew.
He's got a blade. The blade mail, the dunk is not super great. Matthew, in fact, in a bit of trouble himself. Envy with a nice self-sprout, and everybody shows up. Ace in on the action. Envy even gets a cute little Leo-style takedown of the courier. Only had TP scrolls, though. And Leo-style does drop. That's a 4x kill streak, and it's going to Ace. Ace is here. The king has his radiance, Jenkins.
He does, and he's got a 9 shell and a surge, so he is a fast skeleton. Sorry, a fast wraith.
Yes, wraith.
Need to get that right.
And they easily have this tier 2. A little bit of pressure at the top lane coming out from the Terrorblade, but Cloud9, here they come, They will take this whole jungle for themselves. This is the strongest we've seen Cloud9 in this game so far. Wraith King takes position back in second net worth, but then so does Envy and so does Snake King. Look how fast Legion Commander falls down in net worth. Yep. Cloud9 not done yet. They found a good chain grab onto MJZ, but not enough of a follow through, but another tower takedown. This will
But while this is happening, look at Roche. Once again, same thing. Thunder Predator, they love to do this.
How do they get away with this Legion every time?
They're just sneaky.
So sneaky. Sneaky.
Easy Roche, MNZ. He's got the BKB. He's got the Aegis. He's a big boy.
Oh, and a Mask of Madness. I didn't even notice he had one of those, too.
Oh, yeah.
Very unusual, right? For a Terrorblade. I don't see that a whole lot often.
I think it does make sense, though. People are going for it on other heroes. I feel like Terrorblade is, just as good on that hero. So nice that it builds into the Butterfly and the eventual Satanic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. When they allowed it to be taken apart, certainly added a little bit more viability to picking it up early on. And now in strong hands of the Terrorblade, the rest of his posse hanging out towards this top lane to see if any openings are going to be there. Envy nearby, but not looking to show himself in the lane quite yet. What's his build-up going to be now? A very intriguing one himself with the 3 Nulls Deso Blade Mail, not something you see every day. And then the Mjolnir next on the docket. So a little more of that, out spam, if you will, relieving pressure, pushing out lanes, maybe side pushing lanes too.
Yeah. I like that he doubled back for the Blade Mail. This is the more traditional Nature's build right now, just going a bunch of Null Talisman's Blade Mail. If he goes straight Deso, he's so easy to kill in fights. He's just going to do nothing. But with the Blade Mail, he can get hits off because you don't want to hit him when he's got the Blade Mail and 1500 HP.
Cloud9 still holding the southern half of the map, farming through. Ace has a Pupil's Gift, it looks like. The Sage picked up. He doesn't have anything cute. I'm assuming it's on the way then. Is it just a... Oh, no, it's the Halberd. Now done. Very nice. Could be a problem for the Terrorblade if he doesn't have a way to deal with it. I mean, he has the BKB. But, disarm is definitely something to not underestimate. Could find yourself just kind of stand there and doing nothing real fast in a fight.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Ranged hero as well, so it lasts longer on the Terrorblade. Yeah, he's going to need an eventual Monkey King bar against this Wraith King, I think.
Yeah.
Just kind of mirroring on both sides here. They're just all content with playing in the enemy jungle, even though there's an Aegis on TB.
I mean, certainly Cloud9. I imagine if that Aegis didn't happen, they would certainly be trying to push their momentum a bit with that
I think so.
Radiant's being done. But
Yeah,
credit
I
to
think so.
Thunder Predator. They're able to be sneaky, get that Roche, and now
Dire's middle
those
tower
options aren't
is
quite
under
there. There's a duel going off and a swift finish. Another one on the Pili Die. Leo style now flexing that bonus 82 damage. And just a bit of an overstep, it looks like, from
Radiant's bottom
Cloud9
tower is
supports.
under attack.
As Thunder Predator are finally heading to the southern half of the map and trying to reclaim this territory back.
I really like this Shadow Blade pickup that's coming from Leo style, just given how this game has been
Dire's
progressing.
middle tower
The
is
reason
under
that kill
attack.
was a success on Pi is because of the smoke. They really just need to get these initiations because C9 are playing so split. This game is all about split
Dire's
pushing.
middle tower
So
has
this
fallen.
Shadow Blade is going to let Leo style be such a huge threat, even for Blink
Radiant's
initiations.
bottom
If he
tower
wants to
is
fight,
under
they
attack.
have to kill Wyvern first. So that Shadow Blade's going to let him do that, which is really nice.
Absolutely. I mean, credit to Cloud9. They do keep that split pressure going. And I don't know if Thunder Predator are going to get an easy opportunity now to make good use out of this Aegis. They do smoke up, it looks like, and will give it another go as they head their way through the mid lane. Oh, Misery nearby. Slights. Nice swift jump out just as the fissure comes in. But Thunder Predator revealing that they are still in the neighborhood and hoping to make use out of this extra life. Oh, I see Cloud9. Maybe they're watching the clock and the timing here. They smoke in to take a fight themselves. And it's Ace who does spot out Grimstroke, hits him with the Rayfire Blast. The wall going to be committed. They do catch Terrorblade on it. He BKBs to the other side, steps back, waiting out the disarm a bit, and now begins to right-click. Can't get the Sunder off, but the Grave is there, and that will bail him out. He takes the life right away from Ace. Ace forced to surge and run out the other side.
What is Leo style doing up there?
Leo on the high ground as a watch post at the moment, stuck.
Radiant's top
Can't
tower
contribute,
has
and that is going to be quite awful for Thunder Predator. Here comes the second life of the Wraith King. Another Grave to bail out the Terrorblade, but he doesn't have a Sunder this time, so he might have to just totally leave. They do manage to get the takedown of Little Misery. Oh, nice cancel there with the vacuum as they catch
Dakota,
Matthew.
look at the top lane.
Oh,
Envy took
that's where Envy's
Rax. He took Rax during that fight.
been. That cheesy boy. Able to rat his way right through that top lane. I figured I knew I didn't notice Nature's Prophet, but it's really hard to ignore a Legion commander on a cliff and all that stuff.
I know.
You know?
I was just looking at the whole fight. It's like, where's Envy in all of this? Where is he? Why isn't he right-clicking the Legion? Oh, he's right-clicking the Rax. All right.
I mean, that is he is sticking to the Nature's Prophet mantra, at least for this game and the split push one, through and through. You can, and then that's going to be something for for Thunder Predator to be thinking about in the back of their head. Wow.
Yeah, and the thing is, you got to be careful when there's this tier 3 down. You can get thrown if you're not careful. If you lose one fight outside of your base, it's thrown. With a hero like Wraith King, this is very possible. Is Ace disconnected? He just AFK. Okay, no, he's good. He's good.
Credit to
He's taking
Dazzle
it.
on that one. He got two very clutch Graves. One that allowed the Terrorblade to wait out the silence and get the Sunder off, and then another one at the end there when it also looked potentially grim. As
I forgot about that combo actually. The Dazzle TV combo. That's a classic right there. Just sundering somebody to such low HP.
Dire are scanning.
Even as a
Keep him
core,
alive.
he's happy to bail out his one true late game.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, look at this. Leo style very deep in enemy territory. Spotted out Envy with the Shadow Blade duel, and using the Blade Mail is able to take him down. Ace steps in, and so does Snake King. His help on the way. There it is. MNZ shows up. The fissure's out. The move in. The dunk comes out from Matthew. Very good catch. Pylite Eye tries to respond with a curse himself, but the Grim ulti is there and pairs together Misery and Ace. They finish off Misery. They look to go for Ace. Very close on Matthew, but he's able to get the Yules off. They finish off Ace. He'll come back with his second life, but here comes Terrorblade. Big bad Terrorblade. Running, that's a dieback for Envy. And now Ace should go down too. Oh, Terrorblade just going off right now. Misery or Pylai gets a nice little save there, but here comes the return of Misery and the power of Snake King, and suddenly they wipe out Terrorblade and the rest of Thunder Predator. Oh my god.
That halberd is absolutely putting in work in this game. I don't know, is there a second one, or was that just the fight was so long that they got 2 halberds off? I think it's just 1 halberd. The saves, though, the TV can't do anything. You got the Wyvern, Cold Embrace, you have the halberd, you have the Darkseer saves with the Crimson Guard and the Guardian Greaves, and now they're just running.
They're all the way down and inside the base. Yeah. And this is a Swift Tier 3. There's no buyback on the Terrorblade. They'll have Leo Style and the Dazzle in a moment, as Leo Style does finish Pylai Die, a nice little cute snipe. But that last fight shows why that Wyvern needs to be taken out, sooner than later. Dazzle jumping in to defend the racks, loses his life just as fast as he shows up, not even able to get the grave off. He's just dead. Wow. And, well, Cloud9 get the Tier 3, nothing else, but that is a bucket loads of confidence for sure. I actually thought that was going so bad for Cloud9, seeing Envy with the dieback, but
Right.
But my God, you're right, with the save potential there, with the disarm, and Thunder Predator not being able to quite finish their plate. Here we are with Cloud9 now moving up about 3K of net worth.
It is just Terrorblade versus the world, it seems. Although I say that, Leo Style's getting a lot of pickoffs, especially on Envy. Oh God, 152 damage.
I mean, still no buyback for Envy, obviously, but my God, yeah, Leo Style is putting in mileage with that Shadow Blade there again. Meanwhile, mid lane, I see a Yule's potential setup for Misery, but he gets the Swift Remnant out. And that outpost will be claimed by Leo Style. He is at 152 damage on this Legion Commander.
They are desperately praying that Roche respawns soon.
Yeah.
With these pickoffs. Every single time you get a pickoff with Legion, you just wish that Roche is up. Okay, with Envy respawning, they go for this smoke. I really like this smoke because this is a Nature's Prophet. He can just TP globally and get to whatever fight is happening.
Yep.
So this smoke makes a lot of sense. You got the Wraith King 20 as well.
Ooh, Wraith King surging so far, so fast, straight to the pit, thinking that it's going to be up soon, but little do they know, it's 40 more seconds before the Roche is going to be up. So Cloud9 have to pump the brakes a bit. It pings on wards on both sides. Not a Necro 3, unfortunately, so they can't deal with the wards just yet. Fissure. Oh man, this is a critical Roche right now for both teams.
Is this is the second Roche, right? So we got Cheese. Well, of course it's the second Roche if it's respawning, but it's not the third one, is it? Have we seen 3 Roches?
I don't
Just
think
2,
so.
right?
Yeah.
This is the second. Okay.
There it is, a little bit of the Gouda. And could be a life-saving grab, certainly when you have Dazzles and Terrorblades who could benefit so much from it.
Yep.
We got to see who is going to get that position. Look, a quick move to get rid of wards here from Ace. As Pilot Eye supplies the sentry. Cloud9 could inch that direction, but, both sides have fantastic Roche fight potential. One side, you got Darkseer, who loves choke point fighting. The other side, you got Echo Slam, Blink Echo Slam setups. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, got to be careful. This is going to be a standoff. Although I say that, and Ace is in the pit. He's hitting Roche.
Yeah, the other factor is, of course, the Nature's Prophet. I mean, suddenly Envy could show up to a lane, so the Thunder Predator team have to make sure all lanes are pushed out adequately before they make hard commitments inside the pit. And just as they think that they got all of their ducks in a row, Cloud9 are already on the back end of this Roche. Are they going to have any contention, or Cloud9 done a little bit of what we've seen from Thunder Predator each time? Taking it from right under their nose. MNZ, though, around the corner. He gets chained up. Do they want to evacuate? Looks like they will. Both sides will wait until a more appropriate fight. But what do you think? Do Cloud9 use this Aegis to farm up and kind of dictate what they want to do, or do they take it super slow?
I think you can probably push out the lanes and then run down a lane with 4 heroes and then run down the other lane with the Nature's Prophet and kind of slow siege with the Wraith King, have Nature's throwing treants on the other lane, and then it maybe eventually get some sort of pick off because of that. Enemy team steps out of position, something like that. But I definitely don't think you want to just 5-man siege into the base against these heroes, against Grim, against Earthshaker, for the same reason that the Roche Pit's a hard fight. High ground is a hard fight as well.
Yeah, high ground certainly a tough feat for either side here. We could be in for a little bit of a long haul if both teams give each other that much respect. Cloud9 for now keeping the cheese also on the Wraith King in this case. Pressure to top lane. MJZ has been spotted. Goes for the TP. Oh, the silence. He thought he was going to get the time to be able to make it out, but Misery shows up, locks him down, and they will deal with that pesky little support.
Fortunately for Thunder Predator, anytime you get picked off like that and it's on the enemy side, it doesn't really matter that much. He's got 30 seconds on the timer now, and by the time Cloud9 get to the base, he's going to effectively be alive. So it's not that important. I like that Thunder Predator is trying to stay active. It's really bad to get caught in your base. So they're moving into the enemy triangle, which we saw in the last game. C9 played the exact same card when they were supposed to be trapped in their base. They moved into the triangle.
Dire's middle tower is
Yeah,
under
we
attack.
see Leo Style trying to build up into a BKB next. Would love to be able to have that for the future defense, but the time is now as Cloud9 have already entered into the northern half of the Thunder Predator base. Ace is just teeing off onto the racks. It looks like Leo Style is doing a little bit of that himself as he tries to make an approach onto the tier 3. But Ace is not looking to be stopped. He's got the Aegis, he's got his ulti. There's really no threats there. So it looks like Thunder Predator are just going to have to surrender that.
Pretty easy to deal with this split pushing when you have both Nature's and Ember Spirit. Very capable of being both at the fight and at the base at the same time.
Is under attack.
Oh, Ace is a DD plus 301 damage with an Assault Cuirass. Good lord.
Look at him go. He's trying to
Ooh,
find
MNZ.
somebody. He's trying to find somebody. my
MNZ's in the middle of
goodness.
nowhere.
Oh my goodness. This could be trouble.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The thing
Oh,
is,
they're wrapping back.
you know, MNZ went for that satanic. Oh, they spotted Leo Style. They hit him with the dust. And he, oh, the duel. Did he commit that duel?
Ooh, wait.
Why did he do that duel? I was like, is it a Rubik who stole that duel? Because why did he duel? All right, that's free damage. Why not?
I guess so. I give the Ember Spirit more damage for the eventual Blade Mail that's going to return
All right.
the damage. Next level plays.
Cloud9 just so fast to go cross now to the top lane. They want to keep this lane pressured out. But Thunder Predator, even though they lost Leo Style, they know he has a buyback.
I like that this is the thing, by the way. The fact that like teams now kind of like vacuum from one side of the map to the other, constantly trying to get the enemy team to stop split pushing them. Like that's the response to this cat and mouse game, because
Yeah.
it leads to some Benny Hill shenanigans happening. It's so funny.
Pressure's coming to mid lane. MNZ here, you know, he's got a butterfly now, and I notice he has a satanic.
Radiant's middle tower
Got to give credit to
is under
Misery. He's got his Spirit Vessel done, so if he's targeting the Terror Blade, that is going to be a pretty big problem. Okay, Ace now charging in, still has that Aegis. So he begins to go to work onto the tier 3, now eating quite a lot of damage here. Cold Embrace. And then the Surge out.
There's so many buffs for Ace in this game. He is stoked. Oh god.
Envy in trouble. Oh, nice curse, but and Cold Embrace. Pi doing everything he can to bail Envy out, but Envy is just too deep at that point. And now the chase is on from Thunder Predator. And without Envy to worry about, they can confidently chase forward, and that's the Aegis now expiring if they could somehow catch Ace. Beautiful Fisher block is there, and Ace is now forced to run back. Nice little Cold Embrace. They're going to make Pi pay for that. They finish him off. Snay forced to drop the wall. He drops it right on top of the Terror Blade. Terror Blade now getting a lot from Ace. Meantime, Leo Style finishes off Misery. Ace and MNZ going toe-to-toe. He flexes all the items he can. Takes it to Envy. Envy with the Blade Mail. He turns back for Ace. Ace goes down. does have the reincarnation, but they drop Envy, who used the buyback. And then they finish off Ace. Oh, Thunder Predator come up big.
Leo Style 100% clutched that fight. Leo Style. Okay, Pylai die bought back. Oh, God. There's no duel. There's no duel. They know he's right there, though.
Oh, they're pinging right
They
on
know
top
he's
of him.
right there.
No pie. No, don't do this.
Oh, no buyback. It's just Ace. It's just Ace with buyback.
Oh, no. I mean,
Dire's middle tower
credit to
is
Thunder
under
Predator. This was on the conclusion of a
thrown?
Cloud9 push, and then Envy got caught out, and they decided to turn and fight, and now look where they are. Thunder Predator are going right for the jugular. They're going right for the tier 4s. They've already taken out both of them. It's only Ace and Snake King, and Thunder Predator don't care about them. They go for the duel. They still want to swing. They're going to hold Snake in his spot. Oh, no. Terribly disconnected. They're going anyways? Wait.
What?
This is the most blue ballish ending I've ever heard in my life. Come on, guys. What are you doing?
Wops.
Oh, Pi accidentally He didn't think. He thought you. Okay.
Relax, mate.
Come on, guys. Let's finish. Whoa.
Oh, God.
Oh, they call GG. Are they actually calling GG for real? Did they call GG for real? Oh my God. That is unfortunately, I don't want to see it go down like this. I really don't. But Misery did leave the game, and this one's over. Thunder Predator have done it. 2-0 against Cloud9. They took that game right back. Oh, you hate to see it for Cloud9, unfortunately.
Good Lord. What a wild game. I mean, it's always fun to watch Cloud9. They're nuts. They're a nutty team. The buybacks from Envy, just constant buybacks and split pushing and shenanigans. It's so silly. It's so wacky. I gotta say, very nice last team fight from Thunder Predator. Leo Style went straight for the backline, and Matthew also fissured off the ramp that led to the Wraith King on the high ground.
Yeah.
As well as they timed it with the Aegis despawning. That is nice.
Insane.
That is nice.
It was very unfortunate timing. I mean, you can feel the sense of urgency from Cloud9 that they wanted to make something happen with that Aegis and take it to them. And I guess that's kind of credit to Leo Style a little bit. If I remember correctly right before that, Leo Style got picked off way deep in Cloud9 territory. And then Cloud9 had to go all the way cross-country to top lane and then come to the bottom lane. And at that point, you know the Aegis is about to expire. I was actually surprised to click on the Wraith King and still see the Aegis there when they were pushing in the bottom lane. But, oh, man, Thunder Predator recognize it. They get that jump on the Envy, and then they chase him down. And just as you said, credit to Matthew, beautiful block. Pylai did what he could with some good saves at the end, but things just hemorrhaged so badly. And it's Thunder Predator who get it done. And today is a fast one, Jenkins. 2-0s. My gosh.
Yeah, I mean, at least the games were definitely interesting. More on the more interesting. There was a lot of fighting. You know, there wasn't many boring periods of nothing happening. Lots of cat and mouse, lots of fighting, lots of pickoffs. So I like seeing that.
Very interesting for sure, and a good time. What if you had to pick an MVP for today's action? If you count the first series as well, what would your MVP for today be?
I gotta go with Leo Style. I feel like he contributed so much to make this series look so easy. Like that SF, I just have to go back to the SF. That SF game was just beautiful. That was amazing. Yeah. The solo picks, he did things that you dream of doing in pubs, let alone in a competitive match. You know, like he was just completely in the zone. And in this game as well, I mean, there was the silly duel, but he instantly recovers it by winning that last team fight, by going for the backlines, like not letting that affect him and make him kind of play worse. I really think it was Leo Style.
Yeah, they had a fantastic setup for Leo Style. Good drafts, not afraid to go outside the box a bit, you know, pull out something like the off-lane dazzle when they recognize it's a good laning matchup, and shifting things around, having the Legion Commander be in the mid lane. It's good to see that they're willing to kind of, you know, flex those kind of strategies and not go for what feels very cookie cutter in the meta.
Right, and especially against C9 too, a team that's going to try to cheese you. It's like, all right, well, you want to play some weird stuff against us? how about a Legion Commander mid? Have fun with that.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that concludes today's action. It was a lot of fun. Jenkins, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you guys give Jenkins love. Hit him up on Twitter at Jenkins Dota, and check out all of his awesome Dota Alchemy videos. I'm sure everybody got to see a lot of your action during ESL. They ran your video many times.
Nice. Good.
All right. But thanks again, Jenkins. It was an absolute pleasure. Everyone else, tomorrow we'll be back for more BTS Pro Series action. I'm bringing up the schedule now. It looks like tomorrow I'm going to be joined by Demon, and we're going to be doing EG. Oh, no, sorry, that was today. We're going to do EG versus Furia, and then Beast Coast versus Thunder Predator. Should be a good time. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks again, Jenkins, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Beyond the Summit Pro Series action. Take care, and bye-bye.